Hi, welcome aboard. My name is Vonko. I'm the assistant maitre d' Lido on board the Carnival Liberty. I'm in charge of the Lido restaurant, which is located on deck 9 of the Carnival Liberty, and I'm in charge of making sure there is always full service provided for our guests that are currently cruising aboard. Well, on an average cruise there is on board this ship 3,300 to 3,500 guests on board, and we are open for a breakfast, lunch and dinner on a daily basis, and also we have a midnight buffets or a midnight snacks that we are responsible to provide here on board. On Lido there is 1,600 in total, combining with pool areas, total seats available for our guests. I've been with Carnival 10 years, so that says for itself how much I like this job. I came as a single person, I'm a married man with 2 kids, so it's a really interesting job. You get to meet people from all over the world, you get to meet all kinds of guests, and at the end of the day you learn how to deal with all different kind of guests, and you learn about the service procedures, you learn about many things while working on the ships, which is really great experience even for a future life. Actually, I met my wife on board Carnival Destiny, and that was maybe 10 years ago, and she's now back home with our kids. We have 2 beautiful daughters. So. This is the Lido restaurant, one of the restaurants that we have on board this ship. This is what it looked like, one of the service stations. So if you come here to work as a waiter, this will be a place where you will spend probably during the daytime. This is where you're going to work, and this is what your station will be looking like. What is your responsibility if you come to work here as a waiter? It will be to making sure that your station is always maintained clean, and there is always proper setup provided for our guests. This is just one station, is over here. There is another station right over there by the window, and that's how it goes, moving down towards all restaurants. This is one of the food service line, which is right now we are preparing to open. There is a waiter responsible for setting up the line and also cook from the other side, from behind the galley. They're going to bring all the food and place it on the line, and then we're going to open for our guests for dinner buffet. This is one of the beverage stations where the guests help themselves with 4 kinds of juices, with a coffee, with a hot chocolate, and there's ice and water always 24 hours available for our guests on board this ship. Here, moving along, we are coming to one of the outlets that we have on board this ship, which is called Deli. Here we have available from 11 in the morning to 11 at night sandwiches, and the menu is available for guests to choose from. In average, on a busy time, when there is a lot of guests on board, like when we are at sea, the waiters are scheduled that they work always, they have around 20 to 25 people per station, and there is a slow time, like a quiet time, then the waiter has 30 to 40 seats for them, and that they are responsible to clean if they're assigned on a certain waiting station. We're going to go further down, and I will show you some other outlets that we have for our guests on Lido. On this side of the restaurant we have a food service outlet which is called Taste of the Nation. As you can see, today for our guests we had for lunch India. This was a Taste of India. We had a selection of Indian food, and during the lunch this was all prepared with a selection of Indian food. On this side we have also a line which is called Mongolian, where guests help themselves with the selection of fresh meats and vegetables, and then they give it to the cook, who will prepare it directly for them and serve it right there. Now we are coming to the pool side of the Lido restaurant, which is on a midship, actually in the center of the ship, located on deck 9. Here we have always available for our guests ice creams. We have grill, which is open during the day. We also have 2 or 3 different bars which are available for our guests. So if you come as a bartender, this is where you might end up working in a bar on board this ship. Okay, now we are by the pool, also in the center of the Lido deck on board the Liberty, where you can see there's a pool, and there are lounge chairs where guests are enjoying during the day. And also they can enjoy their jacuzzis, which are right over there also for you available. And if you are employed as a deck steward, this will be your job to taking care of the deck chairs and putting them up together, sorting them out. So in the evenings, they are placing them together, and that will be one of your responsibilities. We also have behind us the ice cream station, which is open 24 hours for our guests, and it's also maintained with one of our wait staff who is taking care of it. And this is just a small part of what you're going to see and experience while working on board the ships. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Never again.